Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Donald Trump, your president, just told the world that he is going to not only sue the IRS, but he's going to settle. He's going to settle with the IRS. He's basically settling with himself because he controls the IRS as he controls all of the other governmental agencies. So he's basically going to settle. He sued the IRS for $10 billion. So he wants to settle with himself. He says, I'm going to settle. I'm going to likely settle. And then he said he's going to give the money to charity. He's going to give the money to charity. He said it's going to go to a lot of good charitable organizations. Well, you know, the very first charitable stop or so-called charitable stop is going to be the Trump Foundation. That's where that money's going, and he's going to distribute it the way he sees fit. He says the money's going to come back to the American people. How about you just leave us alone and let us leave our money alone, leave our tax dollars alone, and we just call it even. We just say, all right, man, look, we even. Who believes that Donald Trump is suing the United States of America? He's going to sue the IRS and take the money and give it to charity. That ain't even in his nature. Just like when he gave that money for his I was about to say service, his employment at the White House. You know, he gives his salary away to charity, he says, but I'm sure that money goes right back to his own charitable organization because he don't leave nothing on the table. I mean, nothing. Who believes that Trump is going to sue the IRS, settle with the IRS, and give the money to charity? Give me a thumbs up if you believe that. Thumbs down and say, nah, hell no, man. I was born at night, but not last night. You dig what I'm saying? Come on, man. This dude here, man. Law is over, boys and girls. Ain't no law. Right now, I mean, you think about it, ain't no law because this dude is not being held accountable, and nobody who's taking directions from him is being held accountable. Law is dead. No consequences whatsoever. So this means that he sues the IRS and we fund the IRS. I thought the IRS was like zero tolerance if you owe them some money, and they, you know, you need to be lucky. You need to be lucky that we're not coming for you. I think this got to be the first time in U.S. history that somebody actually came for the IRS. You know, IRS is the end all be all, like they shut down everybody. But they're going to go ahead and stroke him a check with our tax dollars. And again, nobody that's in a position of power to do something about it is doing anything about it. They're not doing anything about it. Imagine if Obama would have done something like this. Oh man, Obama would have gotten executed in his first day. The first day he signed those executive orders that Trump was signing, oh, they executed him the first day. Yeah, man. This dude, all of this stuff that he's doing though, ultimately, he's going to set himself up for failure. Ultimately, he's going to take a major L. He's not only going to take an L in life, he's going to take an L in death. Because all this stuff that he throwing Trump name on, this and that, man, they're going to take that shit down. That's coming down. Couldn't be me though, man. Man, everything coming out. What did he put his name on an app? Man, take that off. Sir, Mr. President, sir. What about the street sign? Man, take that out. Take it down. School, take it down. What about this? His name was on this rock, right? Take it down. Brick, take it down. Everything. I'm shutting it all down, man. Trump knows he can do whatever. So, he's not afraid of anybody because he knows that if he goes too far, all he got to do is say, my bad. And then after he say my bad and get everybody back on his side, he come back and double down like he did in the case of, what's his name? Alex Pretty. At first he was on Alex Pretty head and, calling him a terrorist and all this type of stuff. And then he backed up off those claims. He walked them back and then he did an about face and started calling him a terrorist again. After he got the heat came down on him. He stepped back, said a few nice things, said a few niceties. And then next thing you know, boom, he's at it again, disparaging the man's name and his reputation. Did I say this guy maybe Trump didn't like Alex because Alex was a veteran. Trump, he was scared of that military. He wouldn't fight for this country. I think it's fair to say that Trump, I think everybody can agree with me that Trump, perhaps more than any single human being in this country, has gotten more out of this country in the last year than anybody in a lifetime. He didn't hit up the government for billions of dollars. Like he's made billions of dollars this year alone, just this year alone, made more money than all the other presidents combined before him. He's made more money than all presidents combined in 1 year. Yeah, this is your president. Trump is robbing America, and some people are cheering him on for it. Ain't that something? He's robbing the people, and they're cheering him on. This is not going to end well for him. Oh, his legacy is toast. Oh, yeah. His legacy is toast. What I want to know is how these people who have this power, who could do something about it, how do they look at their family? Because I'm sure the role that they play in the family is that they're the big bad lawmaker guy, and they can get things done and they hold people accountable. But their family members are watching Trump run amok and doing whatever, and they know that this particular person has power to do something about it, and they won't do anything. So what does that tell that person who had thought that this person was so powerful, so strong, so honorable? Now what do they think about that person? Probably not much. I know I wouldn't. I know if I had that type of juice, oh yeah, I'm getting them. I'm coming. I'm going to get his ass. I'm getting them. Yeah, man. I'm not letting them slide like that. And look at Melania in this picture holding some damn Bibles. And this nigga just got his hand up and he's telling a lie. I don't know what he's swearing. I think he's being sworn in for his, after he got in office. I don't know which time this is, but look at all them crooks in that photo. Got the nerve enough to hold a Bible. And I know that Bible ain't all accurate, but it's just what it symbolizes, what it's supposed to at least symbolize, you know. It lets you know, man, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing when somebody get up on the stand and put their hand on that Bible. That don't mean nothing, man, because these fools will lie like a rug. They practice lying before they put their hand on the Bible. They done already figured out. They done already told the lie in their head 1,000 times. This ain't gonna end well for Trump. I think that he's so far gone, though. He's so used to moving the way that he's been moving that, you know, he can't stop. You know, it's like a person who, you know, gets over on one person. So he didn't try to get over on the next person. Then he's gonna try to get over on the next person. And he owe all these people some money. He don't get nobody getting paid. And it get to a point to where it don't matter how strong this one particular person is. He's so used to burning everybody, he burned that person too. And next day, you know, ding ding fries and shake, he check up out of here. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Buckle up, boys and girls. It's gonna be a long, rocky road, man. Yeah, long, rocky road. And a long, rocky drive. Woo, man. Let us pray. No more talk.